Greetings everyone. Today is January 25th. Happy Gasparilla Day for those of you that also live in Tampa. So this is a long overdue plant haul and partial Christmas haul video. But before we get started on the plants and everything, I want to say a few words to my Spanish viewers, so bear with me. I might put English subtitles for this and explain about the fact that I am bilingual and I speak Spanish very well and understand and read it. I'm slow at reading, but I'm terrible at spelling it. So, una bienvenida a los subscribers que me ven que hablan español. Les quería decir, por si no saben, que yo hablo español muy bien, es mi primer idioma, pero escribo muy mal, así que parece que no sé, pero quería decirles que entiendo todo perfectamente. Y tal vez haré unos videos en español en el futuro. Bueno, regresamos ahora al inglés. So for Christmas I got some eBay gift cards from my husband Chris, from his mom, from AC Tipton 80, and I'm sorry if I can't remember a few other people as well. And I don't know who got me what because, you know, it was Christmas. So these plants here in the front were one lot from this one lady on eBay. She had up the string of bananas and then a little cutting of string of pearls. It's just now getting a little growth tip right there. And she was very nice and gave me a bonus cutting of string of dolphins. So there's two little cuttings in there. And then the Ceropegia here, Ceropegia woodii, my first one, and it's getting a little growth tip right there. And I'm happy. I hope these guys will grow out. They'll probably do much better once things warm up here and I can put them outside. And I got my nice little Valentine table. We're ready here for Valentine's Day. So this is definitely part of one of my Christmas gifts. This is my first import from Thailand. And I want to say a thank you to Peggy, I think it was. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. I forget everybody's names. Always have. Do it to everybody. But anyways, so this is my first import from Thailand, and her video on how to import, how to get those little permits and everything really helped me out, and these plants arrived here safely. This is, all these guys were a lot also of 3, and these are Astrophytum asterius. They are like little gems. They are so beautiful. I really like these. Funny enough, I think the little one is probably my favorite. I've got them in a bonsai mix because these guys are prone to root rot. They have a long taproot, which is why they're in such a tall pot. So I have been waiting for these. Very exciting. Okay, another Astrophytum asterius here. This is like the normal variety, I think. And this one is a tiny. It's in a 2.5. Yeah, I think this is a 2.5 inch square pot. And I got this one from, I think it's Planet Desert. Planet Desert on eBay. And it's really cute, and I'm hoping that these guys, once they mature, will flower. This guy is probably too young because he's so tiny, but the previous ones are almost flowering age, I think. So that'll be cool that I can have some to breed there that are of different genetics. Astrophytums, I'll put the name in the subtitle. Anyways, the normal variety has 5 ribs. This little guy here, pretty cool. Get an idea for the size of the pot. And then the more unusual kind that only has 4 ribs. There's also a variety that's really rare and unfortunately usually very expensive that has 3 ribs. Maybe I'll get one of those in the future. So this was actually a lot with the previous estrophytum that I got from the planet desert. Okay, this little guy is not a cactus, it's a succulent. But I've been wanting this guy the moment I found out what these were. And the name of this guy? Tavaresia grandiflora. And before I go on about what it is, I wanted to show how I make my labels because Cactus Caffeine had a question about it, and I'm sure other people do too. I bought these really cool plastic labels. You might have seen the other ones. They're very hard. I got them on Amazon. I'll probably put a link to it in the description. But they have one drawback. You can't write on them with pencil. At least the darker colors, like this dark purple here and the red, the pencil goes away. I mean, you can tell that you can't read it and you have to keep pushing it back and forth in the light. So what I thought, the lighter color ones aren't so bad, but it's just annoying because it's really heavily textured. So I just took a office label and I wrote on it and I put tape over it, the clear tape. It doesn't have to be perfect, and I think this will be a good method. I can't vouch for it yet. I've only been using it for a week or so. We'll see how it does with water. So anyways, this is Tavaresia, is a succulent from Africa, and what I liked about it is that not only does it look like a cactus, but when it flowers, it gets a really huge, yucky flower that is just way bigger than the size of the cactus. I'll post a photo. It's just too funny. And this guy came all the way from China, and it came in great condition. Potted him up. He's already got a pup right there, so that's good. Always good to get extra plants. Very happy with that. And the last of the plant and Christmas haul here. Now these are all gifts that Chris got me from a local store called Shannon's Produce, and they sell plants there also, but unfortunately I feel like some of these guys are rescues because the poor things get overwatered and they're kept in heavy shade inside a building, and they're only like $3. So I think some of these still have the prices, you'll see, but Chris always buys me 1 or 2 of these guys. It's so awesome. He's so cool that way. Being that it's Valentine's and stuff. Well, we never need a reason. We do a lot of just because gifts for each other. So the other thing I don't like about these little plants is that if they have labels, they took them out. So you never know what these guys are unless you're experienced and have worked with cactuses a lot. I was only able to ID one, and I'll get to that one. So if you guys know what these are, please, I would love to know. So let's look at the first guy here. This guy I bought has got tiny little yellow flowers, and more flowers are coming in. This guy I think is in bad shape because the thorns are like broken off, and it has some in some places but not in others. But I just thought those little yellow flowers were so cute. Can't get him to focus. There we go. How adorable. I mean, this thing is super tiny. Yes, if anyone can ID, that would be great. And I can't wait to repot these. I love the pots. The pots are great. I don't think the soil is so good. Too much wood. But it's still winter, so I will pot those up later in the year once spring comes. Okay, this one was easy to identify. This is a Mammillaria elongata, and it's got a lot of little pups on it. I counted at least 10. And after seeing Cactus Caffeine's recent video, I definitely We'll be trying to pull these pups off so that the mother plant will put all its energy into itself. And maybe it'll flower this year. Definitely got to get it out of this pot too. The poor thing is falling over. The roots are exposed, but I just don't want to miss. This is such a pretty little plant. It's got these yellow spines and they curl back, which gives it a little bit of a halo effect, like it's got this mist around it. And because the spines curl back, I like that this is a cactus that you can carefully touch. It might grab you on the way out. So I see, like that bottom one there, it grabbed me, my thumb. But if you do it real gentle, I do like to pet the cactus. Boop, boop, boop. But yeah, I don't know if there's any other color varieties, but this one's yellow. I like that. Now we got this guy. I'm guessing maybe this is some kind of pharaoh cactus. I don't know. It's got reddish, yellowish spines coming out. Here's what the top looks like. That's what the ribs look like. I liked it. It was spiky looking. And that's about it. Definitely need an ID. And lastly, we've got another unknown. This guy is really round. He has a lot of ribs. The spines are white and they go out in a different directions, like radial. I like all those ribs. It's pretty neat. And here's what the top looks like. So also need an ID on this one, please. So that is the haul for the last month and a half. And my Ninja Turtles enjoyed the plant tour as well with Raphael and Michelangelo, which was a one of those just because gifts that Chris got me. I love these guys.